Welcome to my video. It's me, Oracle Bridget. It is 1:10 p.m. in Miami, and I'm so happy that you're joining me today. I'm the Code Queen. I come through with fresh light codes for you here on Instagram, on my website, on YouTube, and anywhere else you might think to find a light code. I'm probably there giving the goods. So you're welcome in advance. I do have a specific light code that I have been meaning to bring through for you today about dynamics in relation to personal relationships, social life stuff, romantic relationships, and everything in between. The topic on how we are connected. What exactly connects us? And what makes a relationship relational? Energetically, this is a topic that I have been downloading and I have been percolating for almost too long. And I know I just need to go ahead and just get the light code out already. It feels so special and impactful for me that I have been keeping it to myself and allowing it to change my life. And today's one of those days where it's like, Bridget, you gotta fucking make the video already. So here I am, doing the video, doing my part. Because if I don't do it, I know the light code will leave me and it will go to someone else to do the video. And I'd rather just be responsible and help y'all out. So it is Saturday. It is weekend energy. If you are a member on my website, the video portal is updated. That means your week ahead, 10-day ahead energy update with tarot cards, oracle cards, guided affirmations, and channeled light codes are in the video portal. I hope you love it. I hope you love it. It was a fun session. It's about an hour-long video. If you are not a member on my website and you're not sure if you want to be a member on my website, you can go to my YouTube, Love Steady Lifestyle, and there you will see there is a complimentary excerpt from the light codes of Friday's session. I went ahead and put that on YouTube so you could get a gist of the vibes. It's only like the first 15 minutes of the session. I didn't want to give away too much because I really like it being behind a paywall, because those codes are not for the weak. They have to be for the consenting, not for the person who just stumbles upon the video. No. I am not the kind of person to throw someone down a rabbit hole without their consent. I know there's a lot of jokes on the internet about throwing people down the rabbit hole without their consent. Tons of cartoons of people throwing people down rabbit holes against their consent. But my darlings, I would never do that to you. I would never do that to you because that's assault. That's spiritual assault. And people who think it's funny to throw people down rabbit holes without their consent, I think they are abusive, even if they're spiritual teachers. That's right. That's right. Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you can look at someone on the road and give them a shot. Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you can just suddenly start feeling someone's breast for a mammogram on the subway, right? Just because you have a skill, just because you have a specialty, doesn't mean everybody wants it or is asking for it. And that's why I like the paywall on my website as a great format for consent and energy exchange. Because I know if anyone is watching something in my video portal on my website, they chose to. They chose to create the membership. They chose to log in. They chose to go to the video portal. It's no mistakes. It's not like, oh, I was scrolling my feed mindlessly and I came upon this video. No, I'm not going to do that with any light code that's going to dismantle anything. I love dismantling things. I love taking old low vibrating programmings and helping you dismantle them and reprogram your mind. But some of the things that I say are a little controversial, and I do save those for the video portal on my website. So la 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 for us and la 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 for all of that. You know, I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my prep. This cosmic energy has been a lot for everyone. It has been a transit. The transits in between eclipses has been powerful for us. This Jupiter Taurus has been really powerful for us. I did love having Jupiter Taurus, Moon Virgo, when my moon was home and my Jupiter is home at the same time. Mind you, Jupiter's still in Taurus, so my Jupiter is still at home. And this energy, hearing the advice all the astrologers are giving everyone about Jupiter Taurus, it's like, yeah, I know, that's how I live my life. Yeah, that's how I live my life. Why do you think I created the business name Love Steady Life? Because when I was 18 years old and I ran my astrology chart for the first time ever, and I saw that I had Jupiter in Taurus, I decided to look up what Jupiter in Taurus meant. And that is what influenced me to choose Steady, Love Steady, as my business name. Because Jupiter Taurus is about the gifts come from consistent, steady self-commitment. Self-commit. So I'm not going anywhere. I don't care how shadow banned I get, my darlings. I have been here since 2010, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm not. Isn't that amazing? I may continue to bring through controversial messages, which may continue to be posted on my video portal. However, when I have collective messages that aren't going to be too painful to take in, I'm so happy to provide them here complimentary on Instagram. Okay. Thanks for holding space for me and hanging out while I roll up before I start the message, by the way. By the way, I do want to roll up before I start the message. But I wanted you guys to have a little taste of Oracle Bridget in the pregame. This is the pregame. You fucking gorgeous, wonderful people. I love you guys so much. You know how hard it is for you to find my work? Even if you follow me and you're subscribed to notifications. If my work is coming up for you and you're able to be here, you are bestowed with some friggin' blessings, my friend. Because the way that my work is hidden, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna keep showing up. Whether you guys can show up for it, it's kind of hard for y'all to find me. And I'm sorry, okay? Yeah, I get the DMs. I didn't know you were live and I missed it. And I don't save a lot of my lives on here. I will save this one. But I haven't been saving the lives lately and I have been getting the DMs. I didn't know you were live until the end of your live. I didn't get the notification. Like, friends, I'm sorry Instagram is doing that to you, okay? I'm sorry they're hiding me from you. Know that I'm here. You guys be liking my reels and my posts like a whole week late. And I know it's just because Instagram is waiting a week to show it to you. Hey, guess what? It's okay. I'll still be here. Even if the light codes get to you late, it'll still help. Don't worry. And if you're really upset that my work is not popping up for you, then you need to make a point to seek it out on the daily. Because if something is really powerful and helpful for you, then you need to make the point to seek it out on the daily and not assume that it's just going to come for you. Not assume that the algorithm is going to serve you and your spiritual health. The algorithm might be serving a different outcome, okay? But know that I'm here, I'm making the work, and if you don't see anything new on the Instagram page, it's probably because the video portal is popping on my website. And we're just about done here on my task. I'm really excited. Okay, I'm gonna start walking into the light code, okay? If you wanna take notes, you can take notes. You can also rewatch this video. If you wanna screen record in case Instagram deletes this, I would love if you did that. Just don't do anything weird with it. Like, I do not consent to anyone reposting this video on their platform, unless it is a literal share of the original published content. And so it is. Revoked consent from you trying to make money off my video. Revoke. We're done. La 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 la. Oh. Revoke. Oh, let me wave at everyone. Hi, 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 everyone. Oops. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Okay, so let's settle down and anchor in, take a deep breath. I don't have a string in my pants. Okay. So I want to talk to you tonight. I want to talk to you today about dynamics. Dynamics. I often use the term dynamics to describe the energy in an energy exchange. The quality of the energy of an energy exchange. Right? You can have dynamics with a program, with a person, with a place, with a thing, with an organization. So, the term dynamic has been really helpful for me in expressing light codes to you and in giving you spiritual guidance, especially about your relationships, and helping you with your relationships. Being able to use the term dynamics, having access to that word and utilizing it has made everything so much easier for you. And today I want to dive into that word dynamic, okay? So before I dive into the word dynamic, we'll go back a little, and in case you're not familiar with my work, you might want to know what I mean when I say I use the term dynamic to describe the quality of energy exchanges. Some of you, this might seem silly. Whatever, we're going to go quick. So a dynamic is the quality of an energy exchange, for instance, between you and another person. Now, what influences a dynamic? What influences a dynamic between you and another person is what both of you bring to the table. You influence the dynamic, and they influence the dynamic, and the dynamic shifts and changes as the both of you do as well. I often advise you, if you do not like the quality of a dynamic in one of your relationships, I often advise you to change the energy, to make a bid for collaboration in a different way. And then I advise you, if you have exhausted all attempts to change the dynamic and nothing is working, I often advise you to leave the dynamic. And I think a lot of times when people are in their personal dramas, they get caught up in what he said, what she said, what they did. How could they do that? It's not fair. And they feel stuck there. When they forget that they're voluntarily contributing to this dynamic by participating in the manner that they are. People often feel so attached to a person or a dynamic that they forget that they're not even enjoying it. It's just that the attachment in continuing it is providing them with a sense of satisfaction. But what happens when the satisfaction that continuing an attachment gives to you also is not enjoyable? It's satisfying, but it's not enjoyable. And that's where I find a lot of people are stuck, and they get caught up feeling like they need to do something because it's satisfying one of their needs, but they're not fucking enjoying it. And that's where a lot of you get caught. That's where a lot of you are booking readings with me, asking about friendships, asking about family dynamics, asking about your relationships, because you're not enjoying it, but you really feel like you need it. And the idea of changing anything worries you that it might break. And it puts people in this place of forgetting how their energy is influencing the dynamic, and what they are bringing to the table is contributing to that which they are not enjoying. It's not only that other person's fault that you're not enjoying it. It's your fault too, because you are contributing to the dynamic just as much. What you are bringing to the table, meaning your behavior. We all know, I don't know if I have any beginners in the room or if I'm going to have any like spiritual beginners. This is definitely an intermediate advanced spiritual page. But in case you're a beginner and you snuck into this video, into this live, your vibration is your thoughts, your feelings, your intentions, and your actions, which includes what you say, combined. Your vibration, your frequency, your vibrational frequential measurement, that is a product of your thoughts, feelings, intentions, and choices. Okay? That is the product. Your vibration is the product of those 4 things. So when I say what you're bringing to the table, I mean your vibration. What thoughts are you bringing to the table? What feelings are you bringing to the table? What intentions, what choices? And those vibrations are being brought to the table, and that person is bringing their vibrations to the table, and that's the dynamic. And it is the engagement It is the exchange of these energies as they engage with one another and how they respond to one another and how they work with one another. That is the dynamic. What both of your energies, what you bring to the table vibrationally, when you engage in an energy exchange, when you begin relating with that person, the quality of how your energies exchange is the dynamic. Some people do not enjoy the dynamics of some of their relationships, and they are participating anyways. And they're so caught up with the feeling of, oh, I need it, that they're forgetting that they don't fucking enjoy it. And something should be shifting in this dynamic so you can like your fucking life. Let that sink in a little bit. Because I haven't even gotten to the good part. In my opinion, I haven't even gotten to the good part. It's so bright outside, I love it. I want to close the window so I don't have to squint, but I also am like, no, illumination, the sunlight hitting my skin. This is the skin of a killer. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, pardon me, no, I'm not a killer. Okay. God, I'm so excited about this light code. But I'm glad we could get the other stuff out of the way first. So now you have a better understanding of when I'm talking about a dynamic, what I literally mean. When I'm talking about your vibration, you know what I literally mean. Okay? Literally. There's no question. I have defined it. Now that we have all gone over the former term we have always used to describe energy exchanges and the former way that we have always visualized energy exchanges, assessing the dynamic, I want to go deeper into the dynamic itself. And we're going to start to look at that table I was mentioning earlier. Vibrationally, what do you bring to the table in the dynamic, right? Remember when Oracle Bridget said that 2 minutes ago? You both of your vibrations contribute to the dynamic. What are you both bringing to the table? So what this light code, what I'm really excited about bringing through for you is something I've never spoken out loud before. It's a brand new download. I'm very excited about it. It's very inspiring to embody for myself, and I'm finally ready to share. We got to look at that table of the dynamic. We got to smoking for this. When you enter into an energy exchange with another person, you create an alternate reality. When you enter into an energy exchange with another person, the both of you create an alternate reality. When you bond and create a connection with another human being, an invisible line is created between you energetically, which is why you can communicate telepathically. This line that connects the two of you is a visual that only represents what is actual, which is the entire dimension that is created the moment the both of you connect. When you create a connection with another person, when you enter into an energy exchange with another person, when you have a dynamic with another person, that dynamic exists in its own reality. And I would like to talk about this light code through the format of, or through the example of healthy friendships. There are lots of ways that we can take a light code and make it apply. There are lots of ways I can give examples to help teach you something. And the example I would like to give is healthy friendships. Okay, we're taking a positive note here. We're not trying to fucking fearmonger. It's easy to create fearful circumstances. However, to inspire you to feel more powerful, to feel more sovereign, is not as easy, because these answers don't exist yet, or we would already be fucking doing it. So I will have a baby for you right now. I will have this baby for you. And the baby is, when you're in a healthy relationship with another person, you always feel connected to them. It's like you can check on them energetically at any time. When you're in a healthy relationship with another person, the reason you know when they're gonna text you, you know when they're gonna call you, is because y'all exist in an alternative dimension together. You're always together. When you love someone, when you guys love each other, your love creates an alternate dimension that the both of you exist in all the time. Whether you're across the country, across the world, in space and on earth, whatever. As long as you are alive, as long as you and that person are both committed to having a dynamic, you can always feel them. And this is why some of our lifelong friendships, some of our best friends, we don't necessarily see them all the time, but when we do, it's like no time has passed. There was never any break in our connection. You see this friend once a year, a few times a year, once a month, not a whole lot. Yet when you see them, the friendship just continues. No breaks. Because there never was a break. Because vibrationally, the both of you have always been existing in that dimension of your love. Isn't that so beautiful? It's like sometimes my friend will be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I haven't been feeling well, I'm sorry I haven't been able to hang out. And I'm like, don't apologize, it's okay, I can feel you. It's okay, I can feel you. Can't you feel me too? I don't say that second part. But if I did, they say yeah. It's so cool that I have friendships where we're always together in spirit because we love each other. And so to feel connected with love to other human beings, and it's mutual and it's healthy and it's loving, even if I spend 2 weeks alone, which I couldn't do, but even if I had to spend 2 weeks alone, I wouldn't feel alone. Because we're maintaining the dynamic. And so we're always connected. And it's really special. And it's an honor. It's an honor to be loved. It's an honor to love in return. It's an honor to have these friendships, to have these friends where it's like, please don't apologize. Okay? Don't you feel me? Okay, I feel you too. It's good, babe. We're good. When we're meant to be together, we'll be together because we're already together. And what a fucking honor. And the best part is, I love that dimension. I love that space. I love being in that space of our energy, of our dynamic with my healthy friend. I love it. It feels so nice. I exit that dynamic and go about the rest of my day, the rest of my life, whatever. And I feel good after engaging in that dynamic. After engaging in that dynamic with that healthy friend, after being in that dimension with that loving friend, I exit it and I'm better off. I feel better, I'm happier. It's just, oh, You can still feel it, right? You still feel them all the time. But you know, it's like you like it. Whether you're not with them and you're just spiritually connected to them, you like the dynamic. Or when you're with them in the physical, you like it. And then when you leave them and you're not in the physical with them anymore, you feel better off than from before you saw them. Either way, small scale of just the psychic energetic, and large scale of actually being in their physical presence. When it's a healthy friend, when it's love, it's awesome either way, man. It's whatever, it's good. It's so good, I love it. Oh. And with this knowledge, I use this knowledge to help you all. When you are with someone and you don't feel better off when you're in the dynamic, when you're with someone and you feel worse after being in their physical presence, when you have a dynamic with someone, when you have an alternate dimension of connection with someone, and you don't enjoy the dynamic, that shit weighs on you 24/7. So many people suffer daily because they do not enjoy the dynamics of their relationships. So they're actively existing in interdimensional social spaces with energies that they don't even like, that don't make them feel good. So every day is like a battle. Every day is like a battle, fighting to feel good. Beat, fighting to enjoy yourself. And that's why I'm like, I gotta tell everyone, I gotta tell the girls. I gotta tell the girls and the gays and the 2 straight men. And the theys. Sorry, I forgot the theys. Definitely the theys. So now what I want to say is, if you don't like, now let's let's look at the dynamic or that alternate dimension. Let's just look at it like a room. When you are with their energy, when we're in that dynamic, do you like being in the room? Do you feel better after leaving the room? Do you like being in there? Do you? Do you like being in that room? Why do you keep going in there? Every time you leave that room, you feel worse, you look worse, nothing is better. Like, why do you keep going in there? I mean, every time you leave that room, you're fucking freezing. Why don't you wear a jacket next time you go there? Because you know there's gonna be some issue. So why don't you try to fortify yourself before you go in that room? Why do you keep going into that room the same way when you already know you don't like the dynamic and it doesn't do anything for you? Take a deep breath. I have more to say. And I think this is where beautiful, gorgeous souls get limerent about other people. That thing that happens to people where they become obsessed with someone that they don't know, but they're convinced they're in love with them and they have a huge crush on them and they need them, and the other person doesn't want them or doesn't even fucking know them. Usually it's the other person doesn't want them, and this person will spend years obsessed because the person who doesn't want them gives them little breadcrumbs. Little breadcrumbs. Just enough to keep them hungry and thirsty. So I want to talk to those people now. Talk about that. Maybe I won't talk directly to y'all. I don't want you to feel like it's okay. We're all cool here. Why am I suddenly feel like the cool mom? We're cool here. I let the kids drink wine coolers. Just wait. I cannot wait. Mommy Bridget? Who knows? Probably gonna be crunchy as fuck. Anyways. Babes, if just the act of living your life away from someone when you're not even in their physical presence, and you're feeling tortured about them, that's not healthy. Why do you keep going in that room? If every time you think about a person, you feel awful, why do you keep going in that room? If you don't like what the other person is bringing to the dynamic, if you don't like what they're bringing to the room, why do you keep going in there? And I feel like our biggest red flags are in the physical, are in the psychic, are in the mental. Where it's like a healthy friend, when you think about them, you feel healthy feelings. And a dynamic that's not healthy, anytime you even energetically tap into that dynamic, you feel awful and you get into negative, obsessive thinking. And so the dynamic is being maintained because both people are consenting to the connection. But the terms of that connection are not in agreement. Or one person is in denial. Or there's dishonesty. Who the hell knows, right? There's so many different micro nuances here that could create this dynamic. Well, one person trying to bring a bunch of particular vibrations, and remember, your intention influences your vibration. So someone is bringing one particular vibration to the table, into the room, into the dynamic. I'm sorry that I'm pausing, but I'm making eye contact with a huge fly that's right on my banister. And it's just sitting there, and I think it gave me a little namaste. We're good. Oh, and there it goes. I just had a moment with nature. Excuse me. It was probably the government trying to distract me from my Lightcode. Motherfuckers. Did it again. That fly had was a drone. It was a fly drone. Don't worry. Government, yeah, okay, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. Don't worry. I didn't lose the Lightcode. Everything happens for a reason. Everyone is saying government fly. I love that. So when there's an imbalance in the dynamic, or simply a mismatch in the vibrations, but it's not. Can we go back? Let's just delete both of those. Mismatch and imbalance. We're gonna have to rewind, delete. Rewind. Okay. Pretend I just got back from the fly. Edit. Cut clip. The government fly. Oh, no, that's a bumblebee. The next bug to distract me from my genius. I'm just kidding. I'm in collaboration with nature. I'm in collaboration with nature. So we've got this dynamic with another person. You've got this dynamic with another person. No, I don't want to call it, I don't want to identify it. People have these dynamics where the intentions are not in alignment, or the emotions are not in alignment, or the thoughts are not in alignment, or the choices are not in alignment. Vibrationally. And usually when that happens, one or more parties are not going to be enjoying themselves in one or more way. Where there's complete alignment, joy is unleashed. Where there's complete alignment, joy is completely unleashed, and our friendships and relationships fuel us and help make our lives better than they ever could have been with us without them. Upgrade, 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 and it's mutual and incredible, and we all have access to that, all of us. But we do need to be more disciplined in what kind of dynamics we're okay with in our life. What kind of dynamics we are normalizing in our lives. And if you are not enjoying it, keep fucking around with it. Keep bringing different shit to the table, saying different things, thinking different things, doing different things, intending for different things. Shift your vibration some way, somehow, to experiment with the fucking dynamic to see if it can change. I'm not even saying leave it if something's not in alignment. Say something. Think something different. Do something with your vibration, because that's what you have power over, and that's so powerful. And it's true, you only really have power over some of the quality of the dynamic. It's something. So rather than focusing on you, other person, you need to change. You need to change. Like, I don't know, babe. Did you try all your options first? Because they're showing you what they're bringing to the table. So it's kind of your turn. And sometimes it is just saying something. And if just saying something you need to say, you need to change, then so be it. Then so be it. And maybe they say thank you for saying that, because you helped me become my best self. But don't just keep doing the same shit, entering into entering into a dynamic that you do not enjoy because you feel a sense of obligation. That's draining your life force energy. And a few shifts could contribute to you enjoying it, or even better, now back to that dynamic, that limerick thing. I feel like people going through that, I might be saying it wrong, limerent. That might be too trendy of a term for me to use, honestly. But if you notice that you're obsessed with someone or obsessing over someone, you think that maybe you're in love with them or they're your soulmate, but you don't really know them. You just met them. That is dangerous. And I enjoy the hopeful, romantic energy. So you will hear in my lives when I say, hey, someone might have been your husband in a past life, and you might meet them and feel an instant connection. But what I don't say is you might meet them and marry them the same day, right? That's lunacy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you might hire this guy to garden for you and really trust him with your lawn because he was your husband in a past life. That's kind of what I mean. You're welcome, babes. So anyways, when you start getting paranoid and thinking about someone all the time, or feeling negative energy about someone all the time, and the only time you're tapping into their energy, it doesn't feel good, it sounds like you don't like what they're bringing to the room. It sounds like you don't like that room. Sounds like you don't like it there. Like they might be bringing a ton of energy to the room. They might be bringing a ton of energy to the table, but is it your flavor? Is it your color? Is it your style? Do you like it? Does it make you better on the other side? That just might not be the room for you. Or rather, the intentions that you're approaching that room, that dynamic, that person, might not be in alignment. That person might be looking for a one-night stand and you're looking for a husband. That person might be looking to screw you over and you're looking for a bestie. These unhealthy red flag dynamics where the intentions are not in alignment, you get paranoid about that shit. Why did I just have that accent? You get paranoid about that shit. You get paranoid. You get paranoid. Every time you think about that person, you feel paranoid, you feel like something's wrong, something's off. Yeah, because something is. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You don't like going into that room and it's right when you meet them, babe. It's not like, oh, after many years, something changed. That's not what I'm talking about. This is like immediately, you have whatever the dynamic is, this is the situation right now. I'm not talking about for the future when someone might, no, you can't do that. In the now moment, your active dynamics that you're actively participating in can be feeding your energy or they can be draining your energy. They can be assisting you in sustaining. They can be contributing factors. And they can be contributing to energies of warfare in your own inner self. On a daily basis, you could be thinking about someone, and the only reason you're thinking about them is because that person is thinking about you. But the issue is, every time they pop in your head, you feel really awful. You feel random paranoid things that you feel like are not, like, God, stop being so paranoid. And that's how women get all obsessed. It's not just women. It's just, I'm a woman and I've experienced it. And all my clients who have dealt with it were also all women. Oh no, it was one man too. Boop, boop, boop. Humans, they be getting obsessed after a little taste of someone's energy. Because what that person brought to the table at first seemed really nice. But as soon as they separated physically, every time the person taps into the other person's energy, assesses the dynamic, they don't feel good. It doesn't feel good. They don't think good thoughts. They don't feel safe. They don't feel trustworthy. It reminds them of their traumas. Their traumas are getting called up. They start acting obsessive, acting low vibrational. Notice, how is that dynamic influencing you? Because when you have an energy exchange, you're picking up some of that and you're taking it with you, and vice versa. This is how people can siphon your energy, entering into an energy exchange with you, getting constant access to your energy because of that dynamic that you consent to. And now they get to have you thinking about them all day, generating tons of energy and sending it over to them. And the quickest, fastest, cheapest way to siphon energy from someone is to make them scared. So they bring a particular vibrational cocktail to the dynamic whose sole purpose is to have profound numbing effect in the physical, but as soon as the physical is released and it's just the energetic connection that they tap into, it is the siphoning mechanism. The other person immediately feels unsafe, scared, and constantly feels like that person is tapped into them, but they don't feel safe about it. Something is off. I've got to figure out what it is. And the other person knows what they're doing. So they act nonchalant and they pull back. They do their specific cocktail of energy and they just get these people to feed them, to power them up. Now, it truly just powers their ego, but they are also perfecting their skills with each person who consents to being in one of these dynamics with them. As soon as I notice that I do not like the quality of a dynamic, I know my intentions. I know my energy. I know I am a loving, amazing, wonderful person, and I know that. I know that, and that's how my friends are too. So in my energy exchanges with my friends, it's like la 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 la, ri, ti, 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 ti. I tap into the energy of my friends, and we're like la la la, frolicking in the fields, mermaids in the ocean. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. So I meet a new person, and I tap into their energy, and it's like, oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Do they really like me? Are they gonna call me tomorrow? What? What? Ew, no, no. But that's not what I do. I don't just do that. That's not what I do. If I notice that I have entered into a dynamic with someone and I don't like the quality of the dynamic, but I know the purity that I am bringing to the table, I pull my energy back. That has an equal opposite reaction. This is all consent-based. It's the best part of being in the fifth dimension, my loves. It's all fucking consent-based. Your choice has power because that influences your vibration. Your vibration manifests reality. But yeah, I said your influence. I feel like I was going to channel something and I cut myself off because I already knew what I was going to say. So your influence of your energy into the dynamic can inspire someone, can inspire them to be a better person. The purity that you bring to a dynamic can inspire them to be the best version of themselves. And so they want to hold on to you. But they might not be doing that same thing for you. They might make you feel desperate for them. Beep, beep. They might make you feel desperate for them, so you keep giving because that's the mechanism they have set up there. And that's someone siphoning your energy, getting better from the dynamic while you are not. Even psychically, them having access to you has a negative impact on your mental health, right? Does it make more sense now? Take your deep breath. So be discerning. It's great to be committed to showing up in life as a good person. It's great to be committed to that because then there's a certain consistency with, well, I'm going to stay in integrity. I know I'm here doing my best to keep being a good person, so that means I'm changing all the time. I'm fucking every day. I'm a new bitch. I get 10 light codes a day. That means I'm a new me 10 times a day, baby. Whatever aspect of me God tells me I have to fucking change, because now that's low vibrational, well, fuck. So I'm new B over here, and I know I'm bringing new B to every dynamic I'm engaging with. B for Bridget. B for Bridget. I'm bringing that shit to every dynamic. So if I don't get that in return, I pull back. Hell no. And then that person gets to feel my absence. Beep, beep. And so it is. I feel like maybe if I was in my 20s, I would engage in these dynamics with a lot more experimentation. But now that I'm in my 30s, I feel like I know too much. I have enough wisdom and experience. Like, I'm curating top-notch energies here. In my life, in my relationships, top-notch energies. So for me, first impressions are everything. And so in my first impression with any person, any new potential friend, partner, organization, partnership, that first impression, my first experience of the dynamic that they are bringing to the table, that shows me their soul. That shows me the truth. That shows me everything. Some people, I have to have them in my life. And so I am literally willing to adjust how I enter the room with a sweater and boots and earmuffs. Right? Because I know it's really not a dynamic that I can enter as my true pure self. So I gotta fortify myself because I need to have that dynamic. But in other cases, all that energy is better saved for yourself. Saved for an energy exchange, a dynamic with someone, someplace, some organization that is going to at least assist you in sustaining what you've already got going on, but never taking away from you. As soon as you notice that something is having a negative impact on your thoughts, a negative impact on your feelings, a negative impact on your hope and your dreams, a negative impact on your view of yourself and your personal value, a negative impact on your sense of identity or if you are lovable. When you notice these things to happen, when your confidence seems to be shaken, be vigilant. Be vigilant. Okay? There's an energy vampire afoot. Or you need to be accountable about something. But in the case that there is an energy vampire afoot, be vigilant. Be discerning. Be able to flip through all your energy attachments like a magazine. Assess all your friendships. Tap into each and every fucking one. I think the more efficient way to do it actually is when you feel, think, whatever, the negative thing, you want to trace it back. Where did this come from? Where did this come from? Where did this random negative, where did this come from? Where did this come from? Oh, I started feeling this way after I saw this person. Oh, I started feeling this way after they said that. Oh, I started feeling this way after I signed that contract. Oh, I started feeling this way after I promised that person I would be there for that thing. Oh, I started feeling this way after I agreed to go on a date with them, after I thought about them. Notice and immediately extract your energy. Just pull that shit back. Don't act like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? You know what I mean. Pull that shit back. Stop consenting to the dynamic. It's the same feeling as backing out of a room. Okay? And sometimes we need to back out of a room to be accountable because we realize that we need to shift what we are bringing to the table. And that's a thing too. And I'm not saying when you shift what you're bringing to the table, it's going to change or inspire them to do something different. Because in the dynamics where someone is siphoning your energy, you're going to always bring purity to the table. And that pure energy is going to inspire them to be their best selves. And they cannot create pure energy. So they depend on yours. And they have a very specific energy cocktail that they have created to keep you in a desperate space. So you feel obligated to give them space in your mind, in your heart, in your life, in your energy fields, even though you don't enjoy it. Even though you don't enjoy it. You don't even fucking enjoy it. It's not even doing anything for you when you're not around them. Because when you're not around them, you're still thinking about them and it still doesn't feel good. What the fuck? Why would you do that to yourself? Stop going in that room. or at least put a jacket on and a chastity belt. Okay? Because when it's love, when it's real love, healthy friendship, just thinking about them, it's like I feel better already. Just tapping into their energy real quick. And when little things come up, little mini miscomforts, little things, you know that you can shift something in your vibration to change the dynamic. Say something to your friend. Hey, when you called me a dirty whore, that hurt my feelings. Oh, I was just kidding, but I won't say it again. Boom. And we move past the issue. No biggie. Right? Little arguments, little, discomforts, little things happen in life. But someone where every single engagement with them drains your life force energy, this should be treated like red flag, toxic, and you need to extract your energy and rethink your game plan. But even more importantly, understand that the initial dynamic that a person offers to you, that's how much they respect you. That's how much they respect you. That's the energy of a guy like wanting a one-night stand with me and then realizing I'm wife material and being like, ew, gross. You even thought for a second? You lost your chance. I got all my limbs crossed to that one. Take your final deep breath with me. I have complete confidence and faith in you to start detoxing and refurbishing your library of dynamics, of energy exchanges. And from this point forward, as you engage with people who are regulars in your life, make sure you are okay with the energies that you are picking up in that room when you engage with them. Because when you think about them, it makes you feel bad. That's affecting your vibration. If you were feeling good and then you thought about them and now you feel bad, that's fucked up. It shouldn't be like that. There can't be simple triggers of just the people you hang out with that, oh, when I think about that, I feel, what? That's not normal. That's a siphon, honey. No. Whether you're doing it to yourself by choosing to bring that kind of energy to the dynamic, or it's the dynamic that I've gave the example of. I hope this inspires you. I hope this helps. I hope you feel a little more sovereign. I hope you feel like you can make a lot more small choices in your own self with your own power, including extracting your energy from dynamics when you realize they're not contributing to the top-notch life that you are manifesting for yourself. I love you all so much. Thank you for supporting my work. Go to my website, go to lovesteadylife.com, book a reading, sign up for membership, get access to the video portal. I love you all. Have a beautiful weekend. Have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.